Hi, I'm Tom Savini, coming to you from Spooky Empire here in Orlando.
If I had to describe Spooky Empire, I would say that it's the perfect place for those who love all things horror.
It's honestly the best convention ever. I've been to all the other ones around Central Florida area, and Spooky is by far my favorite.
I would describe it a weekend of good fun.
It's where, enemies can become friends. Also, that's kind of a good description of Spooky.
It's a nice mix of vendors and costumes and horror, but the thing that makes this show so great is the people.
Here, it's like they welcome in open arms. It's not just about horror, it's about being among people just like yourself.
The con is really open to everybody.
My favorite thing is free coffee. They have a coffee stand that comes every year, and you always get free samples.
I mean, it's family. I mean, everybody here is family.
Yeah. You think horror convention and people think, oh, it's going to be gory and scary, and it's really not.
Everybody's really supportive of each other, and I think that's great.
This is almost like a family reunion to me.
It's true. I mean, not to sound cliche, but it is what it is. We love each other around here.
My name is Pete Mangelli. I'm the CEO, the promoter, the guy moving the tables. I do everything. Me and my wife. Me and her do, all the work.
Petey and Gina, who run and organize the show, have really made it a family-friendly environment, and we all know each other, and we're all friends, and we consider ourselves, all of us, family.
It's a mom and pop thing, so there's a sense of community here that you don't find at other bigger conventions.
And I think a lot of other shows, you don't know who puts these shows on, but Petey walks up and down, shakes hands, meets and greets. Even when he's at other events, he's there talking about it and always accessible.
What inspired me to do Spooky Empire is I went to other conventions and they were kind of lame. There was nothing cool about it. It was like geeky, Star Trek-y, and we're metal. You're not gonna find like the guitar player from Slayer at one of those Comic-Cons.
It was a lot more grassroots when I first started coming to Spooky Empire.
I think 1,000 people came the first show.
It's a small company, and we get the word out mostly by our fans.
Size-wise, we've grown big time because we get more attendees, but how we've grown is because of social media. It started out with MySpace. You guys might be too young to know what MySpace is.
We've grown to a point where we do print and TV ads, but really, it's all about the reputation and all about the joy and the fun and the amazing guests and the amazing vendors. It's a very tight-knit group, and it seems like once you get the taste for it, you are addicted.
Hurricane Matthew is churning right off the coast right here in Jacksonville as we begin tonight.
Winds up to 155 miles per hour or higher.
Already claiming at least 4 lives.
This is some really freaky, sinister-looking face, which unfortunately is consistent with the hurricane being sinister.
How did I feel about Hurricane Matthew? That's a good question.
Spooky was originally supposed to take place in October, and they canceled it because of Hurricane Matthew.
It was devastating, not gonna lie.
Our governor was telling everybody they were gonna die if they left the house.
Evacuate, evacuate, evacuate.
And how many times have we been told it's gonna rain and it's sunny and vice versa? So we really just kept that hope that we're gonna be fine, we're gonna be fine.
We felt that it could have been over. Spooky Empire could have been over 14 years down the drain because of a little rain.
We got to that point where we had to make the decision, and it literally was heartbreaking. We were in a hotel room together.
We were just like in a panic mode, and then the convention center said, we have to close it up.
It's the right thing to do for safety and just for the consistency of the show. All our airline flights had been canceled.
So we couldn't bring any celebrities in. So it was pretty much done. So we didn't know if we were gonna be able to survive this. We thought it was the end of Spooky Empire because of a hurricane.
I was instantly saddened for Spooky, for the vendors, for the artists, for anybody that was looking forward to attend.
We were really upset. We were angry at first because we spent all this time making our items to sell, and we basically needed that income.
We had no money because we spent it all. This whole show was completely set up so you have to pay everybody.
That was really painful because that show's the biggest, and we had a huge guest list at the time.
When they got canceled, she went to the bathroom and cried because we were loaded for the show. We pretty much doubled up.
We were ready to go.
you don't just work for Spooky and you just don't come to Spooky. You love it, and it's something that you look forward to, and you love to be a part of it. And you just saw this whole relationship just crumble.
They tried everything they could to do as much as they could until the last minute.
Me and my wife just nonstop, not sleeping, just trying to pull this thing together, trying to reschedule it, trying to get all the actors to come back, trying to get all the vendors to come back.
You know, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to the show. Where do we start? Where do we continue? How do we rebuild?
And I picked up the phone, and the first place I called was Gods and Monsters over in the Artagon Marketplace. And I said, Donna, I said, we need a place to do something because there's a lot of vendors that are displaced. Can we use your store? She said, yeah.
They really stuck by me, and they organized something at Gods and Monsters, a local comic book store, and then they started donating money to get this thing back going.
We just wanted to keep Spooky going because it's our home away from home. It's an extended family here, so we all help each other out.
You know, they didn't ask me for anything. They just said, here's $9,000. Do not let this go under. There was a lot of pressure to get this going again, just for the fans.
Just the fact that they could even reschedule was amazing, so I wanted to make it here and be supportive of them.
We thought the idea of doing it in December was actually great. You know, spooky Christmas.
I was kind of excited about the fact that I wasn't going to miss a Spooky Empire, and I thought I was going to originally. So it was good and bad, you know.
I'm not really losing a convention, it just shifted in time.
My favorite part of this convention has been seeing so many new people that have never been to Spooky Empire.
I love the art of promoting, reaching out and trying to get people to show up. That's what I'm passionate about, like the whole art of putting it all together.
And we will keep going, and a lot of lessons were learned, and a lot of them were lessons that will help us move forward.